stats out today about population, urban, rural, all that type of thing from the CSO. And the big news is that Drogheda is the largest town in Ireland with 44,135 inhabitants in the urban area in 2022. And my God, when I see what's going on around this town, that figure's going to be shot out of the water. Anthony Murphy of Mythical Ireland fame is also part of the Drogheda City Status Group, and he joins me. Anthony, no surprise to you folks.
Absolutely not. They're just stating something we've known for a good long time now, Jerry. And in fact, our argument has been consistently recently that Drogheda is, in all but official title, a city. It has been Ireland's largest town for a number of years. And as you rightly point out in your introduction, there is a huge amount of residential development occurring, which actually makes last year's census results pretty much obsolete at this stage. If you look around the city, you'll see there are major residential developments. To give you some examples, up on the Baymore Road, there's a major residential complex there. There's a new complex at the bottom of Dunor Road that will shortly open. There's a tower being built beside the Bridge of Peace that many people will have seen. There's a large residential complex being built out the Slane Road near the Boyne Cable Bridge. And then, of course, there's the Northern Port Access Northern Cross route, which is opening, and it's underway, but it's opening land for development there. We reckoned last year that the actual true population of the settlement of Drogheda is something like 48,000. And in fact, with the bringing on stream of these new developments, it's probably hit the 50,000 mark. If not already, it will do so shortly. Our argument would be that even if you don't factor in the East Meath population of Donacarney, Mornington, Bettystown, Laytown, we're already at the threshold, and as I say, in all but official designation, we are a city.
You mentioned there those East Meath areas, and if you take the hinterland round, my God, you're talking about huge numbers altogether. And I suppose the argument has always been with the county boundaries and the different two different county councils involved here. How do you get over that and establish a city entity?
Yeah, well, we want a city authority with a city manager and directly electable representatives for Drogheda. In addition, we've also made, when I say we, the Drogheda City Status Group and many people from the Drogheda East Meath area made submissions to the Electoral Commission last month, calling for the establishment of a new Dáil constituency for the area centred on Drogheda and Boyne. So not taking into account or not focusing on the county boundaries. Our argument would be you can create a constituency, but you can still support Louth in the GAA if you're from Louth, or Meath if you're from Meath, or if you're a Dubliner living in East Meath, you can still support Dublin. That doesn't change. Our argument is you can create a constituency, but there's a lot of problems with Drogheda, but with all of those problems, Jerry, come huge opportunities. It's already a great city to live in, as those of us who've lived here all our lives well know. And the amount of amenities and heritage and everything else that we have on our doorstep is extraordinary. But if you just look at the opportunities, and this is what, Drogheda City Status Group has been calling for, we're looking for the completion of the Port Access Northern Cross route, which is only being half built as we speak as far as the Ballinkenny Road. We want the second phase of that to be built. We're looking for a railway station on the north side of town. We're looking for the provision of a university campus. We're looking for a meaningful investment in IDA job creation in Drogheda and other things like, for instance, the removal of the toll on the motorway, the establishment of a National Museum of Military History in the area, a stronger focus on heritage. And then we're looking at all the dereliction, and of course there's been a campaign on that. A lot of derelict properties and shuttered businesses in Drogheda. There is huge opportunity here, but we have to have control of our own destiny, and that is the key that will unlock many riches and treasures for what will be Ireland's newest city.
This will be a political decision. So what are the politicians saying? What is your gut feeling there? Are the politicians from the area who are at the highest level and have access to government, have the ears of the people that count, are they batting for you?
Well, we're told so. We are actually in the process of arranging meetings with the local TDs. We will be meeting very shortly. Fergus O'Dowd, Jed Nash, Imelda Munster. We're also organising a meeting with the new mayor and the new deputy mayor. And we would expect them, and they've already indicated, at least some of them, that they're fully behind us. And we would expect them to be fully behind us. At the end of the day, what we can't have is a continuation of this old situation where Drogheda falls between the stools, and this county boundary thing, we have to forget about, the county boundary. You may know that the An Garda Síochána have announced that the new area covered by Drogheda will cover the entire Drogheda area, including those areas in County Meath that used to not be in their control area. So we're seeing little victories as we go along, but the big victory, of course, will be the government, the politicians, rowing in behind us and saying, yeah, look, we can see that there's a very, very strong case, we would say an overwhelming case, for the creation of city status. That will only be good for everybody. What we don't want is a situation where Drogheda becomes a sleeper city and a residential city where you sleep overnight and then you're on the trains and the buses and on the clogged up motorway in the morning heading elsewhere for work. That is something that just can't continue. Okay. And we're going to see the creation of an entire sort of an extra, I don't know what it would be in percentage terms. We're going to see 7,000 housing units being built in association with that port access route.
Absolutely.
That's going to bring a population of 20,000.
It's incredible.
Well, that's nearly 50% increase in the population.
Anthony, have to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for joining me on the show.
As always, Jerry.
Thanks a million. Anthony Murphy there.